You ever feel like you're just stuck? Like you're on a treadmill, running as hard as you can, but, not really going anywhere? Just trapped by the same old thoughts, the same feelings, day after day? Well, today we're going to dive into the science of how to actually break free from that. We're talking about consciously, intentionally creating a whole new reality for yourself.
So let's kick things off with a feeling that I think we all know way too well. It's that sense of being stuck in a loop, even when, on the surface, everything seems to be going great.
You know the one I'm talking about, right? That little nagging voice in the back of your head? The one that starts whispering all those doubts and fears, usually right when you should be celebrating. It's a really powerful and, honestly, a pretty confusing thing to go through.
And this quote from Raj Shamani just hits the nail on the head. He's talking about having a huge success, and immediately his brain goes to, what if this all disappears tomorrow? It's a perfect example of how our minds can just default to survival mode. We're basically hardwired to look out for danger, to anticipate loss, and that can turn our biggest wins into something that actually gives us anxiety. Crazy, right?
And what's really wild is the biology behind all this. According to Dr. Joe Dispenza, our bodies can literally become addicted to the chemicals of stress, like adrenaline. And get this, we can trigger that whole chemical rush just by thinking a thought. That's how we get stuck in this never-ending cycle.
So this brings us to what's called the thought-feeling loop. It's actually pretty simple. You think a stressful thought, right? That thought creates a negative feeling in your body. And then that feeling makes you think even more stressful thoughts. See the loop? This whole cycle becomes your state of being, and it's basically anchoring your body in the emotions of your past.
Okay, so this puts us at a major crossroads, a choice between two ways of living. On one hand, you've got living in survival. That's when we're running on stress hormones. Our brains are all over the place, and we're just trying to predict the future based on the worst things that have happened to us in the past. But on the other hand, there's living in creation. This is when we're totally in the present moment, fueled by awesome emotions like gratitude. And when that happens, our brain actually becomes more whole, more creative. All right, so the big question is, how do we actually make that shift? How do we get out of survival and into creation? Well, let's get into the science of how this whole transformation really works. And here's the most important idea, the whole foundation for this. Think of your brain as a record of the past. Everything you've ever experienced is in there. But, and this is a huge but, it doesn't have to be the map you use for your future. You absolutely have the power to stop using that old history as a blueprint. You can choose to draw a brand new map.
Okay, but here's the catch, the big challenge. Check out this number. Dr. Dispenza's work shows that by the time we hit about 35 years old, a whopping 95% of who we are is just a set of subconscious programs. It's all memorized behaviors, automatic emotional reactions, hardwired beliefs. It's like we're running on a computer program we don't even know is there. We're literally on autopilot.
So if we want to change those really deep-seated programs, we've got to get into the subconscious mind. And the way to do that, the key, is to change our brainwave states. We need to go from beta, that's our normal, waking, analytical mind, down into alpha, which is more relaxed and creative. And then we go even deeper into the real magic state, which is theta.
Yeah, theta. This is the sweet spot. It's kind of a hypnotic state, right? Your body might be asleep, but your mind is awake. And in this state, your analytical mind, the part of you that's always analyzing everything, it kind of just steps aside. It's like the gatekeeper goes on a coffee break. And that opens the door directly to your subconscious operating system, where you can start installing some new, much more empowering programs.
Okay, so we've accessed the operating system. Now for the really good part. How do we actually write the new code? What does the work of rewiring your brain actually look like?
The whole process hinges on this one pretty mind-blowing fact about our brains. Your brain literally does not know the difference between something you experience in real life and something you vividly imagine. So this isn't just wishful thinking or daydreaming. When you're truly present and you mentally rehearse a future you want, your brain starts building the neural circuits as if it's already happened. So Dr. Dispenza lays this out in 3 pretty clear steps. Step 1 is you have to unlearn the old you. This means you just become aware, you notice your automatic thoughts and feelings. Step 2, you rehearse the new you. You mentally review over and over exactly how you want to think, act, and feel. And then step 3, and this one's huge, you have to feel your future. You practice feeling awesome emotions like gratitude, and that starts to teach your body, on a chemical level, what this new reality feels like. And look, this isn't about some kind of fake positive thinking thing. It's about earning your own belief in yourself. It's about showing up to do this work every single day, especially when it's hard.
When that doubt creeps in, or the fear, or that old programming starts trying to pull you back, that moment of pushing through, that's where the real change happens. The overcoming is the becoming. And as you keep doing this, something really profound starts to happen. You're not trying to erase your past or pretend it didn't happen. Instead, you're looking back at those old memories, but from a new, more powerful state of being. And when you do that, you kind of strip away the painful emotional charge. And what's left? The memory without that emotional baggage? Well, that's called wisdom.
All right, now let's talk about the payoff. What actually happens when people make this a consistent practice? Well, the results can be absolutely life-changing.
When you finally break free from those old emotions that have kept you chained to the past, your body is literally liberated. You start to feel more whole, more creative. And the really cool part is, as your inner world, your energy, changes, you start to see your outer world change too. New opportunities pop up out of nowhere, weird coincidences or synchronicities start happening. It's like your new state of being is literally drawing a new reality to you.
So in the end, it really all comes down to a choice. It's a choice between the known past, which, let's be honest, often comes with familiar pain and certain suffering, or the unknown future. And yeah, the future is unpredictable, but it's also filled with possibility. It's the only place you can create something completely new.
That step into the unknown, that's the only place real change, real creation can ever happen. It takes courage, for sure, but it holds the potential for a reality that is so much bigger and better than anything your past could have ever predicted. So, the only real question left is, which future will you choose to create?